I will tell you to unmute so that I engage you. Other than that, please mute yourself so that we can speed up things. Okay. Okay. Given the following year end data, calculate both the inflation rate and the real wage for years 2, 3, and 4.
Barrister.
Yes, you can hear me. Yes.
Please, you've not changed the question.
You're looking at this question, not this one. You're looking at this one, the CPI question. That one is quite straightforward.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So how do you compete for real wage? When we get a real wage, when we get a real wage, we can compete for inflation rates. Please, I'll have to take some people out.
9,000 something.
This
one
Okay, so if I'm saying that, how do you compete for real wage when we have nominal wage and CPI? If I see you, I've not asked you to mute and you're on mute, I'll take you off. There's a name called ... You are the one making most of the noise. If you make noise again, I'll just kick you out. Okay. Okay, so let's start. I'm taking ideas. How do you go by the question too? Yes. Anyway, if you have an idea, please raise your hand so that we can keep things in order here.
Barrister.
Yes, James. Please, I'm not saying talk. I'm saying raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Yeah, James. How do you go by this?
Yeah, I guess you use the CPI to calculate for the inflation rate.
Good. So at each level, right?
Yeah.
So, but this one, they didn't give you. So how do you compete for the CPI, the inflation rate for the first one, when you don't know the CPI for the previous year? How do you do that?
They said we should calculate for the inflation rate for year 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. So how do you compete inflation rates? How do you compute inflation rates? We all know it, right?
So yeah.
Yes. So please.
So it will be okay. It will be the CPI for year 1, year 2 minus CPI for year 1 over CPI for year 1 times 100.
So we are going to take this 110, right? 110 minus
0, yeah.
the 100, right?
100.
All
yeah,
over the 100. We know how to
100
compute for inflation rates already. Times
times
100. Now that will help us fill these slots, right? So the answer, if you point, you're going to get something like 10 over 100 times what? Times 100.
10%.
If you give us what? 10%. Okay. So that'll give us 10%. You do the same for 120. So that will help you fill this slot. Okay. So all these ones, just this simple to know. 7 marks. 1, 2, 3, 7 marks. So let's go to, so when we have the inflation rate, you have the CPI and the nominal wage. How do you compete for the real wage? Are we following? Are we all understanding what you're doing here? Yes. Mohammed, you have a question?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you can help us. Gloria, help us. Your hand is up. How do you compete for the real wage? And we have the CPI, inflation, and nominal wage.
Yeah. Real wage equals nominal. Real wage equals nominal wage over the CPI times 100.
Okay. So real wage, let me use my pen. Yes. So you're saying that real wage, which is RW, is equal to then NO, which is the nominal wage, over the CPI times 100. No money who's a more. So real wage is given by the nominal wage. So if you want to compete for this real wage, you come and take this nominal wage. Okay, so it's going here for the first one. We're going to have something like 10 over the CPI, which is what, 100 times 100. So you're going to have the real wage here to be what? 10. Are we following? You do the same thing for this one. So you're going to have 12 over, what is CPI here? 110. So 110 times 100. The same approach. Very, very simple and very, very straightforward. Who doesn't understand how to compete for this? Who doesn't understand this question? If this question come, who can do it? You don't understand. Hey, we are being serious. Who doesn't understand? Yes, Nana.
Oh, we understand, but go start again. Start where you did the 12 over this thing. Right?
So I was saying that you just take this nominal GDP, so nominal wage over the CPI. So I took this 12 divided by this what 110 times 100. You do that for all the levels. So in the question they only said 2, 3, and 4, right? So leave here. Just come and start from the third one. So second one. So you're going to have 12 is the nominal over the CPI, which is what 110 times 100. The answer you get, you insert here. You do the same thing here. 13 over 120 times 100. 12.75 over 115 times 100. Very, very straightforward. Who doesn't understand this? Okay. So who doesn't understand this?
Master, please continue. We understand.
Okay. So if it comes, we can compute this. Okay, we thank God. Okay. Please, some people are saying they can't see the screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So those of you who will be teaching later, who will be placing barrister and co, this is how you use the Zoom. Okay, you can write on Zoom and all that. Some of you have to be teaching. You are very good. Help your friends.
Yes, Daddy.
How much will you pay?
So this is a question under GDP. Okay, for this question, they are telling us that we should analyze one. Anytime this kind of question can come, they can tell you to analyze only consumption. Now, when I met you at first, or when I was teaching at first, I taught you things that are captured in the calculation of GDP and things that are not included in the calculation of GDP. So we are talking about consumption. What is not included in consumption? Now, used good is not included, or second-hand good is not included. Intermediate goods are not included. Free services, they are not included in calculation of what GDP. So they may not give you exact question like this, but then they can give you a similar one, a data response like this, and they will tell you to compete for it. Okay, use the same approach. Now, if we look at this question, they're asking us that they've given us GDP to be what 110. So this is 3 marks each. So how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're able to do all these ones, how many are you going to get? 15 good marks. And this question is very, very straightforward. So, like I always do, I'm going to engage all of you. They've given us GDP. They've given us GDP here, straightforward. They've given us income earned by citizens abroad. Okay, what's another name for this one? Income, you don't say income earned by citizens abroad. What other name can they give to you? Yes. Any idea?
GNP.
No. What's another name for income earned by foreigners? Sorry, income earned by foreign citizens abroad. There's another word for it.
Nationals.
Good. So they can
Net
either
factor income from abroad.
exactly. So net factor income from abroad or income from nationals abroad. The same approach. Income foreigners earn here. Loss from depreciation. You all know depreciation. Indirect business taxes. Like I'll give you an example. Are you aware the bottled water and the sachet water you've been buying, we pay taxes on them? Those are what we call indirect. We call something statistical discrepancy. Now, statistical discrepancy deals with statistical errors. So, what kind of statistical mistakes do we make? There was nothing like statistical discrepancy. It's given zero. Okay, retained earnings, corporate income taxes, social insurance contribution, interest paid to household by government, transfer payment to household from government, personal taxes, the non-tax payments to government. So if you don't understand any of these things here, let me know so I explain them. Any of these, if you don't understand any of them, let me know.
Please, I don't understand.
Which of them? No, don't say all. How can you say you don't understand personal taxes? You don't understand transfer payments. So look through them. Maybe I don't understand this and that. Then I go back. Anybody else who doesn't understand anything else again?
Me too, I don't understand. Peace.
Yes. Who again? Yeah, I'm talking about loss from depreciation. You're talking about depreciation. Wear and tear. If you buy a new machine, if you build a new house, it is subject to what? Depreciation. We call something indirect business taxes. They are taxes that are charged not on the company, but maybe some items that you produce in the company. So if you have sachet water producing company, and if you produce a sachet, they can charge the company and then charge per each bottle. So that's what we call indirect business taxes. The charge on each bottle can be an indirect business tax. I mentioned statistical discrepancy. Statistical discrepancy can be a statistical error. Okay, good. We require something retained earnings. Retained earnings are earnings that retained earnings are income that we receive and we maintain it in the business. Okay. Corporate income taxes. I mentioned it earlier. Taxes that we charge on the company as a whole. Social insurance contribution. I mean, every company does insurance, or if you have a car, you do insurance to it so that in case in the future something happens to it. Because something interest paid to household by government. Yes, what is an interest? Interest is maybe if you went to invest in something or you want to buy treasury bills. That one is not a free service. Okay. Transfer payments to household from government. What is it? Anytime government issue free money, sometimes it can be in the form of free money, but it's still an income to you. Because something personal taxes. Because something personal taxes. And then non-tax payments to government. So let's come here. What is the market value of all goods produced within the economy? In other terms, what is the GDP? Yes. Any idea? What is the GDP?
$110.
Okay, so the GDP was given straight here.
$110.
So you are chose 3 marks, free Ubuntu. Okay. Calculate gross national product. Calculate the GNP. Calculate GNP. So we know that GDP is equal to what? Is a GDP. So GDP.
So the GDP is
Plus net factor income.
GDP. How much do you get for the GDP?
And the net factor income from abroad is -10.
100.
So it will be $100.
$100.
Now let's look at something at the B. We are saying that if you calculate for the GNP. What is GNP? GNP, you're looking at one, Ghanaians living outside, right? So GNP, you're looking at GNP is equal to the GDP itself. Okay, anytime you hear of GNP, big GDP inside, GDP plus how much Ghanaians are living outside?
5.
So 5. Okay, 5. Minus how many foreigners are in the country?
15.
So 15. Are we following? Very
Yes.
simple calculation. So after here, some of you will be sending me questions. Why is that so? I've solved this on the Zoom. So if you send me a question, I don't mind you. I just open the message and then laugh because you couldn't join.
Barista.
So we have our GNP to be equal to GDP. We have 110, right? So completion for me, 110 plus 5 minus 15. What are we getting?
$100.
$100.
We're going to get 100. Now let's go to the wait. So here today, yes.
Please, can you use this formula? GDP minus net income payment to the rest of the world.
And that's
so,
what.
So maybe you can write GMP equals GDP minus net income payment to the rest of the world.
Yes. In fact, when you are working, you're supposed to write that formula. But here I can't write everything. That's why I wrote so GDP plus. So what they gave it to you in the question, you are then kindly mute yourself. So what does this 5 represent? This 5 represents income earned by citizens abroad. So I have to come and write it here. Plus this. Come and write this whole thing here. This whole thing. Come and write it here. Minus. Sorry. Come and write this thing rather.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, this thing rather. Here. Minus the 15, which is what? Income foreigners earned here. Use what they gave to you in the question to do it, unless they didn't state. Okay, let's go ahead. Calculate net national product. Calculate NNP. Yes.
Hello. Please, I thought GNP is calculated by subtracting the net factor income from the GDP.
But that's what we did.
Well, listen, you said that's what you did. Yeah. Net factor income is going to be 5 minus 15, or?
Yes, it's there.
And you get -10. And we know GDP is minus net factor income.
No.
So it's positive.
No.
We can use
net
GDP minus
please, one person at a go. If you want to, please raise your hand.
I said hello.
Want to talk, please raise your hand so that I'll call you. So anytime you are giving GNP, you should know that the GDP is already included. And they give us a GDP here. Are you following? And GNP is equal to GDP plus net factor income from abroad minus income foreigners in Ghana. So we just insert the values. This whole value represent the next factor income from abroad minus this whole 15 represent the Ghanaians, the foreign companies in Ghana here. That's all. That's the basic explanation.
Larissa, please, I beg, with due respect, can you go over for me, please? I'm not getting the formula wrong.
If you're not okay with the formulas, no matter how well
I'm not clear with the concept. That's why I want you to start over, please. I beg you.
Starting over will be difficult. We have a lot of things to do tonight. That's why I'm saying I'm going to upload the video. So please take your time. I'm saying that if you want to compete for GNP, we are going to look at we'll want to know GDP itself. Okay, so GNP means gross national product, meaning that we are looking at Ghanaians living outside the country. We have some Ghanaians who are living outside Ghana, or who are of Ghana habits, or took home call Libya. So he's working over there. We capture them under GNP. And we are saying that if you want to calculate the GNP, we want to look at the GDP that we have here. They give us GDP, right? Plus the Ghanaians who are living in Libya. We call it next factor income from abroad, which is what here they give us here. So income earned by citizens abroad, which is what 5. It was 5. Sorry. Minus the foreigners who are working in Ghana, which is what 10. And they gave us the GDP to be what 110. So we're going to get 110 minus 5. Sorry, plus 5 minus 10. That's all. Very, very simple. So here is minus. Here is minus. Okay.
So please, can you come again with the NNP?
I've not touched on the NNP. We're asking about the GNP. So the NNP, we are going to use what we had for the GNP. So this is NNP.
Barrister, please,
Yes.
it's 15, not 10.
Which is 15. Okay,
Yes.
sorry, 15. Yeah, sorry.
That's
So 50 here is 15. Yeah. So you're going to have 110 minus 15 plus 5. So what did we get? GNP, we had what? 100, right? So the whole thing becomes 100. Okay, thank you for prompting me. So NNP is given by the GNP. GNP, you're looking at the national gross national product. Anytime you hear about net, talking about depreciation. So GNP minus the depreciation. They give a depreciation in the question, right? So what do you get for the GNP? GNP is equal to what? So this is my last session. Oh, what's GNP?
100.
So I'm having 100 here. Minus depreciation. How much is it?
4.
It's $4.
So 4. This is going to give me what? 96. Okay, that's all. So calculate personal income. What is the personal income? How do you compute for the personal income?
I think for the personal income, you have to get the national income before, which means you have to calculate for NNPSC.
Come again. How do you compute for personal
Barrister.
income? Yes.
Barrister, please, can you go over the net national product for me?
Or
It's just the difference between the
I said
GNP.
with the
Wait. What do you get for the GNP? GNP, we had what? 100. So minus
national income,
Yeah, we had 100.
We had minus depreciation.
with the personal
Oh,
So
it's
income, you have
bias
to calculate
32
for
plus
national.
someone.
Please take your time. I'll let you talk. Okay, so
100 minus 4.
yes. Anytime you hear of net, just take depreciation out. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
So let's go to personal income. The guy who was talking. Yes, who was talking?
You raise up. Now you are not.
Hello? Hello? How do you find the personal income?
Hello, pardon.
Yes. The network is very, very bad.
Barrister.
Barrister. Hello?
Yes.
Can I ask you?
Yes, you can talk.
Yeah. Um, personal income is equal to national income minus written earnings plus transfer payment. And we come to this thing. Sorry, personal income equals national income minus corporate income tax minus written earnings plus transfer payment.
Come again.
National income, personal income equals national income minus corporate tax income minus written
Wait.
earnings
In the question, did they give us?
plus.
They give us national income. There was something like national income. They give us national income.
Barrister.
Yes.
Yeah, they did not give us like when the national income is the
Please,
same as
I
the
think personal
same as the
income is equal to
NNP.
personal income is equal to national income minus retained earnings plus transfer payments.
Okay. And I'm asking, did they give us anything like national income in the question?
No, it's the same NNP minus statistical discrepancy, which is 0. So it's the same as
Yeah, somebody's hand is up.
yeah, me.
Oh, okay. Please talk.
I'm saying that national income is equal to the NNP minus statistical
Oh,
discrepancy.
okay. Okay. You're using that approach. That's fine.
Which is 0. So national income is the same as NNP here.
Okay. Right. Your hand is up.
So by using it,
Yeah,
so by using
barrister.
Yes.
This right.
Okay.
hello.
With the national income, we have to calculate for national NNPFC. What we calculated for first is NNPMP at market price.
Okay.
But with national income, we have to calculate at factor cost. So with the same NNP, you add the NNP MP, that's the market price. You add subsidies and you subtract indirect tax to get the national income.
Wait, when they give you the question, look out for those variables where they're giving the question.
Yeah. So from the question, we have indirect tax, but there is no subsidies. So we just have to subtract the indirect tax
from our NNP.
From the NNP, then we get the national income.
Okay. So NNP, what did we get? We had 96.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes.
And the indirect taxes.
We want to get the national here. We are subtracting this in statistical discrepancy from NNP at market price in order to get the national income.
You're going to subtract the statistical discrepancy from NNP.
Yes, in order to get the national income.
That's from I haven't seen it before. Where did you see it?
In our slide.
In the slide. Please, how many of you have seen it in the slide? How many of us have seen it in the slide? Because I haven't seen it myself.
Should I send it to the
Yeah, I've not seen anything like that.
Okay, send it to the group and let me see. How many of you have seen that NNP minus a statistical discrepancy give us national income? I haven't seen anything like that. Yes, patience. Patience, your hand is up.
So please, what's the formula for the personal income?
Yes, yeah. Well, there was one guy talking. Right.
Barrister.
Yes.
Barrister, yeah.
If you're not talking, please mute yourself. Okay, what's the name? Prince, you wanted
Right.
to talk? Okay, right, talk.
Yes, so we are solving the personal income.
Yes.
Yes, so the personal income is the NNP. The NNP we solve is at market price.
Okay.
So right now we are solving for NNP at factor cost.
Okay.
So with that one, you have to add NNP market price plus subsidies minus indirect tax.
Please do that computation for me. NNP.
That's 96
Barrister.
plus subsidies is 0.
Please, one
Because there
person
is no
answer.
subsidy.
Prince wanted to talk. Yes, Prince.
I've sent it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, let's finish up with this question and we are done. Let's finish up. If possible, tomorrow
Please, have you
morning.
checked?
No, my messages are now loading. I've been offline for a very long time, so I'm sure it's now loading.
So from there, they say in order to get national income, you apply less that discrepancy.
Barrister.
Yes.
Yeah, but so I think the national income is equal to, as the other guy was also saying, national income is equal to NNP at market price plus net indirect tax minus statistical discrepancy. So we are going to get 96 for the NNP plus 6 minus 5.
Wait,
which
you
is
said
1.
plus
So 96,
indirect tax, but it's minus indirect tax rather.
Net
Hello.
indirect tax. Net indirect tax.
you come, you fool.
Please, it's minus indirect tax. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay,
It's minus indirect tax.
Challenge plus indirect tax and I'm going to be a can. Oh,
Did they give us any subsidies here? Did they give us any subsidies? Please go through it for me. So the subsidy goes to 0. So net indirect taxes, which is 6. Okay. Hello. Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, Barrister.
Yeah, sorry, I was logged out. Sorry.
Instead of adding.
Please, if let's wrap it up. We don't have much time. Let's finish it up. If you know, just raise your hand. Let's finish it up. We said the personal income. How do you compute it? Let's go. The NNP plus, yes, Prince, you're mentioning it. All right, yeah, right. It wasn't Prince.
Plus subsidies minus indirect tax.
Minus indirect tax. And then we had 96, I remember. There's no subsidies.
It's 90.
It's 96, so indirect tax was 0.
Yes.
Indirect tax,
Indirect
sorry.
tax is 6.
The guy,
Yeah.
the guy said he has sent another formula, so I'm loading my messages. I'll check it out. So that will give us the personal income. Now, disposable income is the personal income minus what? Minus.
No, please, this is not the personal income. This is the national income. Hello?
Yes.
Hello, Barrister.
Yes.
Barrister,
Please,
we are not done with the personal income. We just calculated for the national income. So with the personal income, you have to subtract retained earnings and we add transfer payments.
Yeah, transfer payments